very much. And Paul, I admit your props are better than mine. So I'll know that I'll know this for future presentations that I make. Thank you so much for welcoming me today. Again, my name is I'm the Reverend Jonathan Wills, or to many people just call me Pastor John Wills or Pastor John, or if you meet me on the street, John is fine. We're all in this together. I would actually like to begin with a reading from Scripture that illustrates a bit of what this initiative is about. It's one of the parables of Jesus, where Jesus says, "Then the king will say to those on his right, 'Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me.' Then the righteous will answer him, 'Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothing and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go visit you?' The king will reply, 'I tell you the truth. Whatever you do for the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me.'" And that's very much what this initiative is all about that we're having at Advent Lutheran Church. Advent Lutheran is, if you go up Wyckoff Avenue, right at the junction of Wyckoff Avenue and Godwin. It's right next to the Stonehouse Nursery. And this is where we're going to be having this. It is a food packaging event. Where on Martin Luther King Day, January 19th, we will be packaging these, assembly line style. All of the food will come in, basically in bulk, separated out, and we will package these. This is the macaroni and cheese. There's also a beans and rice. And it is fortified with all kinds of other just proteins and vitamins to make this, so this could feed a family. And the idea behind it is that we talk all the time about wanting to feed the hungry, wanting to feed the hungry, wanting to help people out. The fact of the matter is there are hungry everywhere. There are hungry in Bergen County.
Yes.
This is a very affluent area. But you go a few miles in any direction, you hit Passaic, you hit Patterson, you hit spots that are crippled by poverty. And this is to help local efforts. In fact, a lot of the bulk of this will be going to the Center for Food Action, as well as other local opportunities. Each one of these costs $0.25. Now, take that in mind, the amount of these that we want to produce. Each one of these costs $0.25. We raise $10,000.
40,000.
That's 40,000 meals. That is 40. Thank you, see. I was doing the math before, and I'm so happy that I got that people here. That is 40,000 meals. That is 40,000 families who are food insecure who will be able to eat. And right now, as part of this initiative, we are reaching out for two reasons. It's twofold. First, we need volunteers to come together and do the food packaging event, because the way this is set up, it goes to this organization called Outreach and End Hunger Northeast, and we work with them. They show up and we set up everything Henry Ford assembly line style. So volunteers who basically have no experience whatsoever line up in rows, and we just package this thing. One person puts in the macaroni. The next person, puts in the cheese or the protein. The next person, puts in something else. Then the next person seals it. You're done. You do this. Volunteers come in. They do this for upwards max an hour, 2 hours. You walk in, you're done. It's a great way to get people involved. We did this last year, partnered with a church in Dumont. It was fun. I mean, this was honest to goodness fun. Bethel's daughter, Hannah, was there, and she was having a riot. And you know how hard it is to enthuse a teenager. And everyone was really getting into it, and it's a great way for volunteers to come in to help out. And by the time you're done, we've packaged 40,000, 50,000 meals, and it all goes to people who, I mean, I see the gifts that we have all the time, and this is for people who don't have it as well, and who just get to be able to eat. And I've eaten this stuff, and it's tasty. It is.
After you tried it.
I've tried it.
Because we don't want to give something not tasty.
Oh, I immediately, like, I was given some. The first thing I did was take it home. This stuff is good. It's like Kraft. It's like Kraft macaroni and cheese, but it's fortified with other stuff, so it has much more nutrition. And so we're reaching out first to build together just a population of volunteers, and also the more money we raise, the more meals we can package. $10,000 is one thing. $15,000 is amazing. And we really want to put the Wyckoff Midland Park area on the map as a place that does stuff, that actually wants to help out and reach out to the community, to feed people. And there are people who are hungry everywhere. They are in our backyards. It's just more hidden around here. But it is very real, and hunger is prevalent. So I just want to thank you so much for bending your ear. I feel like those, like when PBS goes on a little too long and you just want to get back to Downton Abbey. So thank you so much for your time. And again, Pastor John Wills at Advent, right next to the Stonehouse Nursery. Come to me if you'd like to get involved in any way, because we're looking for volunteers, and also financial donations to be able to, because the more people we get, the more donations we get, the bigger we can make this, the more people we can feed. Thank you so much. Yes, question?